Hi, it's me, Nancy, today. I'm in the marsh woods. I haven't been in the marsh woods for a very, very long time. This is a fen. I think it's a fen. The water continually runs beneath it, and so it's on the surface in many places and digs trenches between trees. Anyway, so it's pretty risky to walk through here. Like this area there, that's all wet. I believe it's all wet. If it's canary grass, I think it's pretty safe, like this stuff here. But if it's sedge, not so much. And then here the grass is really short. It's a very interesting area here. There's like these campground rooms in the woods. This is a very interesting place. So Mary Jane and I have our hammocks here. That was the original hammock. We brought this one last year sometime. Look, I have shadows on me. I have sunflakes. Everything is shadow except that. Here comes a breeze. It's starting to wave those sedge grasses. Oh, it's waving this one. This one's starting to wave now. Sometimes you can hear it when it comes over the hill. That's not it, what we're hearing. I have that same sound in my ears I had all summer. People said, oh, it's the crickets, but it's a very loud crickets for being -10 Celsius, which is, I don't know, about 10 Fahrenheit, maybe something like that. Yeah. Anyway, I just wanted to show you that I got here. I can't believe I got here. I was walking, I walked down around the, what did I do? I didn't stop in the teepee, did I? I came down and passed the first teepee, the one at the end of the pond now, and then I walked around the moat, past and up on the top of the overlook for Iceberg Pond, and then I think I'm going to put a teepee beside Iceberg Pond at that entrance. I think that's a high place beside it, high and dry and solid. It looks like a good place. Anyway, so I was gonna, that's right, before I go to do the children, I'm gonna pull logs down while it's still really cold. It's probably warming up quickly. The sun is up. Anyway, it's supposed to go up to +10 today. That's amazing. It's gonna be amazing. Anyway, I'm babysitting. I've never tried to come in here since I was with Mary Jane, or one time after that. I guess my hips got worse. I couldn't trust my whatever, so I didn't venture into here. But you know what? Gee, we're that close to the road. That's interesting. And with the sound of an airplane and the sunshine, it always reminds me of Georgia. Or maybe it's that kind of airplane sound. It's not just a jet. It's a certain kind of, which I must have heard coming into the Athens airport in my life. Anyway, whatever. These look tall, don't they? Tall cedars. Anyway, I cannot believe I'm out here. I am so pleased to be out here. So pleased. I haven't really figured out my exit strategy yet, though. You see, I know where I am when I'm at this spot. This is the Balsam Cove. Even though those are cedars. These are all balsams up there. And there's a balsam. Okay, yes, sorry, balsams. My son Abraham climbed out on that branch once and lay on it like a lynx. That was when he was very little, when we first moved here. I guess he would have been 5 or 6. We hung out here a lot when we first moved here. Willem and I would go for walks and we'd come out here and we'd sit. And we just sit. He would write music, you know, like with a pencil. You go, then you write all his notes. You connect them. And he'd just go so fast. He knew what they were. He could write it like I can write a letter. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, one time I was in these woods and there was a fisher. A fisher came trotting along some logs. Now, not here, but there's a stream. We have an upper stream. There's the upper stream and the lower stream. You've always seen the lower stream. The upper stream, that would be so cool to film. I wonder if there are any videos on that. There might be. I did have my head cam for a while. I think I might have. I'll have to look. Remind me to look. Okay, so, or you could look. That would be helpful. That's a red squirrel. He knows I'm here. There was a blue jay a little while ago. All these summer sounds. Well, some are sounds, some are not. Oh, I was going to decide my exit strategy. Well, I know I can get out that way from here. But I also know that's where the overflow for the moat is. So it's going to be wet if I go that way. Now, not sure where the edge of the dam is. It's out that way somewhere. This is the end of the trees right there. Oh, and then we're into the alders. Oh, yes. Yes. So the marsh woods, the stuff that's still standing, ends there. Which means that the moat is not far away. The moat should be very close. Isn't that interesting? I'm going to have to go and investigate. You know, I can snowshoe this year. When I walk around my house, on my big huge deck I had made, I walk around and every time I go around it's 100 meters or so. So I put a little chip, it's a screw actually, in a certain spot. And I line them all up. Every time I go around, I add another one. And so 10 times around is a kilometer. So yesterday I went 2.5 kilometers, probably a mile, just walking around my house. Can you believe that? My precious mother. Okay, so, so I have been walking a lot. I haven't been using a walker or a cane or anything. I did need a walker yesterday afternoon for a little while. I find sitting is not as comfortable as standing. Is this a miracle or what? I can't believe it. What a miracle. Anyway, and I can babysit the children. So I had them yesterday. I could grandmother them, not babysit them. But Grandma's house, you know, you should probably make cookies at Grandma's house. Desmond now likes frozen peas and frozen corn and frozen blueberries when he comes. I had some frozen corn yesterday. I didn't think I was going to like it, but it was quite sweet. It was quite good. Nice. Anyway. Oh, I was going to tell you about the nondescript stream. Okay, so there's the stream that comes out of the mouth of Iceberg Pond. Okay, so Iceberg Pond's exit, there's a waterfall that comes down and a spring. They both go into Iceberg Pond, and then they flow outward that way. And they have toppled many trees. So there's lots of crisscross logs across the nondescript wet area. And there is quite a bit of a flow to the stream. But it's only like, it can be, at one point I remember it was a foot deep and a foot wide, you know. But it changes, and it's a strange little thing. But anyway, oh, I'm getting long-winded. What was I going to say? Oh, so one day I saw a fisher. A fisher came running out of the woods, just bounding along. They go 2 legs at a time, front legs, back legs, front legs, back legs. So they bound. And he came bounding down this log, and he looked at me, and I looked at him, and his eyes, he had the face of a weasel. And he was so wild, and he just looked fierce, vicious. And I looked into his eyes, and he looked into my eyes. It was very weird. Anyway, and then he left. And after that, I could never look at a cat the same. A fisher and a cat are related. They're in that whatever family, they look alike. So a cat, I always saw a cat as a wild animal after that. I could never again see them as a